Hey guys, AnnaSimsTV here and welcome back to another DIY video. Today we will be making Pokéball cupcakes. For this video you will need an acrylic roller. You can get this at your local craft store. Clay tools like a needle tool and a small ball tool. An X-Acto knife. A paintbrush for shading and a toothbrush for texturing. This cannot be a toothbrush you will put in your mouth after this. A mold if you're not going to make the cupcake base yourself. Eventually I might make a tutorial of this, but you can just go ahead and search up on YouTube polymer clay cupcake base mold. And then this is a cookie cutter that is round. You can also use a straw for this if you do not have something like this. You will need chalk pastels, mainly earth tones, black polymer clay and white polymer clay, beige polymer clay, red polymer clay, and for my cupcake base I will be using a red sparkly clay from Fimo Effects. Optionally, you can also use rubbing alcohol to clean up your piece at any time. To start off, you're going to go ahead and take your base clay and condition it, this way it's soft to press into the mold. If you have the color red, this will happen to your hands, so make sure you wash your hands after you finish this part. Roll the base clay into a ball and press it into the mold. Taking your X-Acto knife, go ahead and cut off the top, and then you will be left with just the base. Take your beige clay and roll it up into a ball and then press it up on top of the base. Cleaning up any dust you have, go ahead and rub your rubbing alcohol up on top, and if need be, take an X-Acto knife blade and try to scrape away some dust and string. Now this is when the toothbrush comes in. Go ahead and take your toothbrush and texture the entire top of the cupcake. You should have something that looks like this. Sadly, the next part that comes up was me shading the cupcake, and I somehow managed to lose the footage of that and I can't get it back. So if you want to see how to shade a cupcake, you can go ahead. I will link XOX Rufus's tutorial on how to shade things down in the description box below. Now you're going to take your white and your red polymer clay and stick them together, and then take your acrylic roller and roll over them. You should get something that looks like this. Now you're going to go ahead and take your little cutter and cut out as many little Pokeball circles as you can. The first one always isn't the best. Now you're going to take one of your little balls and flatten it out, and you should get a larger shape. Now stake out a piece of black clay, and then you're going to go ahead and lay it on top of the Pokeball and create the division between the two colors. Now take a black piece of clay, roll it up into a ball, and press it in the middle of the shape. Repeat this exact step, but instead of black, use white. Now you should have your very own little Pokeball. And now you're ready to place it on top of your cupcake. Make sure you press it down hard enough to where it's secure, but not hard enough to where you squish it. Since red got on my white part again, I'm going to go ahead and take some rubbing alcohol and just clean up the piece. This part is optional, but I want to add a little kawaii face to mine. I'm going to go ahead and take my dotting tool. I'm just going to make 2 little indents for the eyes, and then I'll fill it in with black polymer clay. You should have something like this once you add the eyes. If you are doing a face, you're going to go ahead and add a little mouth by snaking out a piece of black polymer clay to as thin as you can get it, and then cut off a piece with your X-Acto knife and then shape it with your needle tool. Now, I also want to add little blushy to mine, so go ahead and take some pink chalk pastel, shave it off, and then take a little brush and brush it on under the eyes. Once you feel like your piece is good enough, go ahead and put it in the freezer for 3 to 5 minutes. This will help you pop it out of the mold. After you fix any mistakes, go ahead and preheat your oven to your settings that are on your packaging, and then place your little piece in the oven and wait for it to be done. Once it's out of the oven, it should look all nice and ready. Make sure you wait for it to cool down before you touch it. Personally, I like glazing my piece to protect it and to give it a nice shine, so that's what I'm doing here. And there you go, you have your own little Pokéball cupcake. This cupcake was made in celebration of Pokemon's 20th anniversary. I hope you all enjoyed the tutorial and make sure you catch them all. Remember, this is not just my channel, this is your channel too. Bye!
Oh, he is black!
Okay. Oh, I'm so happy right now.
Oh my god!
We might have our next founder, guys. We might have our next person to go on. Oh my god, the reason why I say might is because I don't think that aliens keep eye color, because if you keep in mind, that's not Jessie, this is Jessie. This was Jessie's eyes. Jessie's eyes are all like black and stuff, and those aren't even similar to either of her parents' eyes. So